Hi everyone, and welcome to the episode 3 of our programming for biology, medicine, and genetics. I'm really excited that I'm recording this episode in the pure nature in the university. Okay, and if you are hearing some extra voices, so it's normal. Okay. In the previous episodes, I have introduced you the R, its application, and some basic operations on a biological genetic dataset. The dataset was RNA sequencing of a mouse mammary glands. There were two types of cells, basal cell and luminal cell, and each of them has three categories: virgin, pregnant, and lactating, and two samples in each category. At all, it will be 12 samples. Okay. So, in this episode, we want to change the format of this dataset. Okay, so the subject of this episode is formatting the data, and we will start by converting from wide to line format. As you remember, the dataset that we have worked on was counts, the dataset that I have introduced some minutes before, and you can see it is a wide structure dataset. In this episode, we want to change it to a line format. So when you change a dataset from wide to line, it's normal that the number of rows will be increased, and you can see that here the number of rows is increased. And in the next episode, you will also find out that why it is useful and important. So the command and the operation that we should use for this purpose is pivot line. Okay, from the library Tidyverse. So you can see that the first argument is counts, that is the dataset that are working on. The next calls are the columns that we want to work on, and so for example here we say that calls equal to starts with GSM. Why? Because we want to work on these columns, and all of them are started with GSM as the samples. So you can see all of these columns are converted to this. Okay, and names2 is the name of the new column that here is sample. Yes, and values2 is the count, the new column that is the value. For example, here the count of these genes in these samples. Okay, for example, how many gene like this gene ID are in this sample, and this is the amount. Okay, so let's do this on the practice. So this is the codes that you have worked on. Just select all and run it, or Control E. It will run all of the comments. And from this episode, I will also upload the codes for you. Here you can see, yes, this is sample info and counts. You can see that these are wide datasets. So let's do this operation. Okay, the new dataset is sequence data or sec data. This operation that I introduced previous episode, pivot longer. Okay, the first one, the name of datasets that we are working on, calls equals to starts with GSM and comma, you can put enter to make it more clear, and names2 sample, and values2 values to count. So control plus E or just run this. Okay, yeah, and we can see view this new data set. Okay, and run. It is doing some process and finally finished. Yes, you can see the new data set sequence data is longer than the previous one, which is this. Okay, this is wide and this is long by changing some thing, for example adding this column and also this. Okay, there are also some other ways that you can do for this. All of them has the same result. For example, you can also use this one or this one. All of these three methods are the same. Okay, for example here you can say that the calls from this one starting with this and end to this, and all of them are the same. So let's do this yeah, again. A bit longer and work on counts. Yes, calls equal to. Okay, so we wanna start from this one. Yeah, and on to this. Yeah, okay, and names to sample and values to count. Also the nice songs of the birds you can hear, and it's really interesting. So control E or run. Okay, and again we can see with no error view sequence data. It's working on that. So yeah, that's nice. Again this result, and also this one is another method for just the same result. Again, pivot longer, counts, calls. In this method we are using the parameter C. We will use more in the in these practices also in the future. C is the name for combine. Okay, and the minus means that we want to exclude. We want to work on all the columns excluding gene ID and gene symbol, and it's also normal because what it tells to us, we are telling to that we want to work on all the columns except gene ID and gene symbol, and it's right. So let's also do this. Sequence data, pivot longer, working on counts, calls to sample, and calls to minus C, gene ID and gene symbol. Okay, and also calls to value names to sample and values to count. Okay, and let's run it. Yeah, again it's working, and let's see. Yeah, it seems that it's working fine. Yes, that's right. Okay, so let's also save this, Control S, and So one thing that we want to show is that you can see in sample info, this is a sample ID, and also in sequence dataset we have this sample that has intersection with that dataset. You can see this sample info, sample ID is the same, the name as sample here. So we can join these two datasets to have a comprehensive dataset and have more data for more analysis. Okay, so we can in this part we want to introduce you full join. That is a very strong and a nice tool. You can see here we have in the sec data we have this column sample, and in sample info we have this column sample ID. Then we can they are identical, so we can join them by full join, and the result is this in the all info data set. You can see yes, okay, this is 4 column, this is 4 column, but the result is 7 column because one of them are identical. Okay, so let's do this. All info full join sec data sample info by, yeah, okay, let's do this. Some inters, yeah, all info full join sec data, yeah, with sample info by C. The first column from this data set is sample equals to sample ID. Okay, and let's run it. Yeah, it seems that it's working fine. So view all info, yeah, control E, or just I think control enter, sorry, control enter. Sometimes I told you control E, that is wrong. Control enter. Okay, let's see the result. The kernel is busy, we can interrupt, but no problem. So this is the result. Yeah, that's nice. We have merged these two data sets, these two tables successfully. You can see that the sample info information is also added to this table, and it's make it more meaningful and more information, helping us to do more great analysis. Okay, so in the next episode we will work more on data analysis and also introducing ggplot for visualization. Yeah, it is the end part of this episode, and some exercises in the textbook that you can work on that. And if you had any question, feel free to contact me. I hope this episode was useful and informative for you, and sorry for the extra sounds here because of the nature. It was just a different experience for all of us. Okay, hope see you in the next videos. Bye.